Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this program as our Dilac Online TV. As usual, we've been having the program as a mentorship program where we involve the learners, especially those who have cleared high school in various schools, that they can continue mentoring those other students, the continuing students. They can talk to stakeholders, they can talk to teachers, and they can talk to the whole public in general in line with mentorship online to give back to the society. Today, this morning, as you're watching us, we have one of our guests, none other than Julie Kihara. Julie Kihara, was a student at Tumutumu Girls High School from the year, cleared in the year 2014. And today she is our guest, ready to share with us. She cleared school and then joined the university and has done a lot. And that's why today she is our guest to give us more from where she is. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to turn on to Madam Julie. Madam Julie, you can kindly just give us your profile. Who is Julie?
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Madenge. My name, Julie Kihara. I completed high school at Tumutumu Girls in the year 2014 and joined campus at Murava University, where I took a bachelor in entrepreneurship and enterprise management. So I completed campus in the year 2019 and was fortunate enough to get a job as an administrator at Trigger Food. While in campus, I began baking. This was a way of just letting out the steam and letting out the pressures of campus, all that people go through, all that I went through. This was a way of letting the steam out. So, and then I turned this into a business, which is something I am still doing right now. So I am an administrator by day and a baker by night. And this is what I've been doing for the last, I would say, 8 years.
Wonderful. I love the last part. An administrator by day and a baker by night. But before we go to the bakery industry, possibly as we still go back to high school, possibly there are some of the challenges as an individual and as a student you went through. I know you are a student leader in Form 2. There are some of the challenges that you went through, and probably you can be kind enough to share with us those challenges and how you overcame them so that you also encourage that other in school.
So I think one of the things that was a big challenge for me was the ability to express myself with confidence and being coherent while doing it. So it's been an issue I'd tried sorting out since primary school, but when I got to high school, I decided this was a do or die. So I was able to join the debate club, and this club gave me the platform to be able to public speak, to be able to debate, and I was able to join the Great Debaters Contest, various of them, and I would say this really helped me improve in how I address people, in how I express myself, and it built the confidence in me, something that I'm glad I did. Second, I was also able to join the Science Congress under Mr. Kidogori then. So this also gave me the ability to explain things to people, talk before a big crowd, be able to address people coherently without stammering, without being shy. So it's a platform that I'm glad I took the risk for. And I'm glad right now, I would say I have totally no problem with that. Looking at my place of work, you would see people, whenever we are doing interviews, people have problems expressing themselves. People have problems being able to sell themselves. And I believe this is something that can be really sorted out if we handled it from high school, helping people build that confidence, helping people speak before crowds, so that we clear this problem of having fright stage fright, and I would say that's one thing I would. But having this, I was able to assert that authority. I was able to make everyone have an interaction with everyone. In a way, we created a rapport. In a way, we were able to, at least they would listen to me and we would work together to make everything as it's supposed to be. So I think this having to talk to people in high school or people from all levels, learn to express yourself, take challenges, take these opportunities to talk before crowds, because there's no way you will sort that unless you're able to talk before crowds. And when it comes to leadership, leadership is an opportunity given to no matter who you're leading. So it's accept that authority, you deserve it, you're enough for it, and it doesn't matter who's above you or who's below you. That opportunity has been given to you for a yeah.
Wow, that's great. So it seems there is a very specific role for the teachers, for those who are in authority in schools, to enable the learners to express themselves well. So as they watch us today this morning, you can share with us that specific role, that importance, the platforms that they can create so that they are able to give the learners a chance to have to express themselves in a good way. Judy.
So I would say the teachers and the people in school play a very big role, because I would say these are the people who would tell you something that would make you cow down and become shy again. These are the same people who would lift you up to positions where you would be able to express yourself. So I would say having these clubs and platforms whereby we have either debate clubs, congress, public speaking forums, pick those students, nurture them, tell them they are good enough, help them in ways where they clear their low self-esteem, give them ways to improve their confidence. Whenever there's that student who's trying to speak out, don't lash them down just because he or she is not able to do it well. Just tell them they are doing great and make them improve. So I would say teachers really play a big role, because the moment you see someone not doing it right and then you just put them aside and go to whoever is doing it well, I think that's not the right thing to do. Give these people a chance, because they will need it later.
Okay, that's great. So as we go back to while still in high school, what was your passion and what was your interest while still in high school? And has that one shaped what you are currently doing? Or are you doing a different thing from what was your passion in high school?
So in high school, I would say yes. When it comes to whatever I'm doing right now, I wanted to get into business. I was really good in business studies. So this is the line I picked is the line I would say I wanted to go into. That is shaping my career. I am not where I want to be yet, but I would say I'm glad I'm taking the right path.
Okay. So as you said earlier, you are an administrator by day and you are a baker at night. And how did you get into bakery? How did you involve yourself, the passion in bakery? What made you to go to bakery? Is it a side hustle? Is it something that you started from somewhere you learned from a person? How did you get into bakery industry?
So I would say I am a self-taught baker. YouTube has, if there's anything I would give applause to, is YouTube. So how I started was back in to bake, but just just for fun, just try out something. It doesn't work, it works. You guys eat either a good cake or a broken cake, which is okay. But during campus, being in a space where your parent is no longer controlling you, so you make your choices by yourself. So as a way of putting myself off from any peer pressure issues or keeping myself occupied, off from books, I got into baking. So I used to bake a few cupcakes, a few cakes, sliced cakes, and then supply them to a shop that was just where my hostels were. So that's where I just began getting a few coins, and then I saw this is something I would make a hustle. So I started advertising myself on pages of the university, and I got orders, and I used to bake this for any events we have in school, be it birthdays, be it club opening, be it any cake that you would need. That's how I advertised myself. But I used to learn, I would say I used to learn on the job. because, like I said, I am a self-taught baker. So it would be anything that is out of the ordinary. I do a little research here and there, get what I need to tweak here and there just to get the perfect cake and order that someone has made. Which is a decision I am glad I took. So after campus, here came the challenge. So I didn't know how I would juggle my job. Now, when we got into COVID, my bakery was hit a bit because now people are no longer earning. People have lost their jobs, so the orders slow down. So at this point, I was about to give up. And then I think something that I was consoling myself was, I have a job. But again, this was a matter of passion, and it was something that was giving me so much joy. So it was really hard for me to just let it go. And I decided to just keep running with it. And I'm glad I took that decision and did not give up, because it's what pushed me to where I am right now. It's what pushed me to the challenge cakes I picked right now. And I've been able to grow my clientele right now. So that would be like a brief or how I've been able to grow, where I started and where I am right now when we talk about baking.
Wow, I see it has been a journey to where it is, and I hope you share with us how the far you've went. But before we go to that, you are an administrator and also you are a baker. Has there been challenges to intermarry the two as an administrator during the day, and possibly maybe the clients and the customers you are selling to are the people under you? Has there been challenges as an administrator and as a baker? Maybe you can share with us.
Yes, there has been challenges. Like I said, trying to balance the two became really hard when I was beginning, because sometimes you need to work past working hours. There's some deadline that you need to hit past working hours, and you have an order that needs to be delivered probably the following day early in the morning. So I'm glad I was able to get help from my husband, who was able to deliver any deliveries that I needed to make, or any help I needed. I've also had help from a few friends. Sometimes whenever the orders became too much, we would just divide. My baker friends would just assign, please help me bake this. So once I was able to find the balance, which I'm glad I did, it's now moves smoothly. Second, working as an administrator, currently we have the hybrid, we're able to work remotely. So that balance is I'm also able to know how to plan my tasks and still having the bakery. So I don't fail in my job and I don't fail in my hustle.
So the bottom line is good planning, and I'm happy to hear that one as good planning. As you move on there, those learners will be watching us, and possibly they could be asking themselves, how can I identify my passion? How can I identify my interest? How can I bring them together, the two of them? So possibly you can also advise them, because they may not all of them go to the line of bakery, but you can advise them, how can I identify my passion as a learner, my interest, and the area that I can involve myself in?
I would say curiosity. Sometimes you need to be adventurous. Try figure out what you love doing. Sometimes it might be painting. I mean, you figure out, sometimes you just let off the steam by painting. That could be what you enjoy most. A passion is something that you don't even get tired doing, because you love it from the bottom of your heart. You don't need someone to keep pushing you to do it. So you need to figure out, what is this thing that I love doing? What is this thing that I find internal motivation to keep doing? And what is this thing that keeps me occupied, gives me the joys of life that I keep doing? That could be your next business, because right now, if there's anything that we should all strive to do, is create businesses out of our passions. So whatever we do, our passions, because it's something that we would create that is so beautiful, because it's internal motivation, like I said. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And after they get that internal motivation, like you did, for example, your passion and interest, How did you turn it into business? You can also advise them. Are there any advertisement? Did you use any platforms? Currently, you can also continue in that line to advise them.
Nowadays, we are very lucky that we don't need to have a magazine post or a magazine advertisement. So I would say I was able to advertise through my Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. So advertisement is key. Marketing is key. Just find the right words or the right things that your clientele would want. Choose the right captions, something to attract. Have good photos for whatever you're doing, because that's what sells you out. Yeah.
Okay. And currently, you said you are an administrator and you're also running your business. So where do you find yourself in 5 years' time? 5 years' time. And what are the other aspirations? Probably you have some aspirations both for the administrator and also in the bakery industry. In 5 years' time, 10 years' time, where do you find yourself?
So as an administrator, I would want to be in a position where I am in the C-suite category. C-suite being a chief of staff or an executive somewhere. It's currently we are lucky to be in positions where young people are able to take positions of power at a very young age. So this is something I know. Once I do well, or the direction I'm heading, it's something by God's grace I will be able to take. Coming to my bakery, I'm working towards opening up something. A bakery on site with a small cafe. So just welcoming more of my clients and opening the space now to more to the whole world. So these I would say are my aspirations, and I would also want to mentor or empower other people who would want to be bakers or who would want to take this line of baking. Teach them, train them, mentor them, show them what I've learned, because I've learned, like I said, I learned through the job. Teach them some lessons, what not to do, what to do, and how to make all this blanket covered in one.
That's great. So today there are so many young people who are watching you, both that could be in the colleges, in the high school, wherever they are. Talk to them and just give them a word of hope for them to feel that they're also part of and they can also make it like you have made it in life.
All right. One thing I would say to young people is I feel so sad whenever we have young people without jobs, young people who are not able to provide themselves, young people who get into depression because of all this, and young people who are rushing so much to get wealthy and to get that money. One thing I believe is everything is a step at a time. You're in the right position at this time. As far as you're putting in the effort and you're working towards what you desire, I believe you're working towards what is right for you. Figure out your passion, figure out what you need to do, what can you turn into a business, what can you modify and make it work. Let's not rush to becoming rich. Let's not do the wrong things to gaining wealth, gaining money. When you're in college, that's your time to learn. That's your time to make yourself better. Use that time well. There's another step that is coming ahead for you to start looking for jobs. And when that time comes, then do the best you can when you get there. So everything a step at a time. Put the effort, the required effort. And do everything right. I mean, if you do everything right, then I believe things work for you. And believe in God. I mean, God solves everything in this world, everything that you need. He sets the path straight for you.
Good. Great information. I know your teachers could be watching you, and also your classmates, your schoolmates could be watching you wherever they are. Just a message to them, to your teachers, and also to your classmates wherever they are.
So to my teachers, I am so glad you guys molded me to what I am today. Because if there's anything I believe impacted my life to what it is right now, is my high school life. Those 4 years would either break you or make you. And I was glad I had the best teachers. I remember Mr. Madenge taking my Kiswahili book every morning and returning it every evening with assignments. And that this is off the class assignment. This is just a personal assignment. So these teachers who put effort to students and who did the same to me, I am so glad, and may the Lord bless you. For my classmates, everything happens. I would say everything happens for a reason. Wherever you are, keep pushing, keep striving. This life, I would say, this life is what you need. You deserve everything you're having, and may every step that you take, may every effort that you put, be fruitful enough and be good to you. So that's it for me, Mr. Matenge. Back to you.
Thank you. Viewers, today we had Julie Kihara, who cleared in the year 2014 and graduated in the year 2019 at university, an administrator by day and a baker at night, sharing her experiences right in high school and also outside there. So thank you so much, our viewers, for joining us. I also been joined by one of my colleagues, the convener of the meeting, Mr. Anyoka. Mr. Anyoka, hi to the viewers and also more about this program.
To our viewers, hi. I am Wanyoka and I'm glad to have you people. Thanks to our moderator and to our guest, Madam Julie. You have just shared a good journey, and I know more are going to learn and emulate what you are doing. We wish you well in your endeavors and even in the future ones that are coming, and much good life in your family. I wish you well.
Yes.
And
for our viewers,
about the program,
continue watching our program and also like it, share it, and also subscribe so that we can spread this gospel to as many people as possible. Thank you so much. Till next time, your program on the Dilac Online TV. Goodbye.